we're talking about present progressive. When we use the present progressive, we're thinking about now. Now can mean the present moment, the time of speaking, or a short-term period around now. This means that the action began before now and is happening at the moment. The action is always short-term. An example of this would be I'm working on a project at the moment. This could mean at the time of speaking or a short-term period around now. So, how do we use present progressive? We use it for actions which are happening at the time of speaking, short-term activities around now, a developing social trend, or a planned activity in the future. Let's discuss this in more detail. Looking at actions happening at the time of speaking. Right now, I'm writing a presentation. This is happening while I'm speaking, so I say, I'm writing a presentation. What are you doing right now? Are you listening to me speak? Are you sitting on your sofa or at your desk? By using the ing form, I'm asking you about an action or activity happening now or a short-term activity around now. This could be a project or any temporary activity that started not long ago in the past and will end sometime soon in the future. For example, we are working on an international project. That's not at the time of speaking, but it is happening around now and will end sometime in the near future. Another way we use present progressive is for social trends. This means when a large number of people do certain things, we use present progressive. For example, more and more people are driving hybrids. The last way we use present progressive is for planned activities in the future. If we decided before now, before the time of speaking, about a future activity we plan to do, we can use present progressive. For example, tomorrow I'm having lunch with Susan. We need to use a future time expression in the sentence or in the context of the conversation, and this is how we know it is for the future. Have a look at these two examples. I'm having lunch with Susan. That could mean now. But if we add a future time expression, I'm having lunch with Susan tomorrow, we know that this refers to the future. Another thing to remember about present progressive is that we only use it for actions which are physical, where an event really happens. For actions which are not physical, we call them stative, and we cannot use them in the ing form. I will talk more about this in another session, but for now, verbs like understand, like, need and want cannot be used in the ing form. So even when we mean now, we would have to say, I understand you, not I'm understanding you. Let's look at the structure. When we use the present progressive, we need a part of the verb be plus a verb with the ing on the end. So remember, be plus ing. Looking at this in more detail, for I, we would say I'm working, and this means now. However, we are a little bit lazy in English, so we often mix two words into one. So I'm working is actually a short form or contraction of I am working. We say the same in the negative, so I'm not working. It's actually the contraction of I am not working. And for the question form, we use am at the beginning. So instead of I am, we invert it to be am I working. For example, if you're speaking to your boss about next week's schedule, you might ask, am I working this weekend? Or am I working next weekend? We cannot use am for we, you or they. We need a different word. So we say we're working, which is the contraction or short form of we are working. And it's the same for they're working or you're working. In the negative, we contract are and not to be they aren't working. In the question, we put the are first again, so we say are you working, or are they working, or are we working. Again, he, she, it needs a different word, so we say she's working, which is the short form of she is working, or he is working, or it is working. And in the negative, we contract is and not for isn't. For the question, is comes to the beginning, and we say, is it working? For the question, are you working? We can say, yes, I am, or no, I'm not. For he, she, it, we have a different short answer. So, is she working? We answer, yes, she is, or no, she isn't, or no, he isn't, or no, it isn't. And of course, it's the same for we, you, and they. If we say, are they working? We would say, yes, they are, or no, they aren't. That's all for now, but we hope you've enjoyed this session on Present Progressive. For more information on how to improve your English for business, contact us at www.a-l-l.com or 0049 6251 855 7087, or simply email us directly at info@a-l-l.com. Thanks for listening.